Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Cybermind. I am starting a new series here. Well, not really a series, just a group of videos on how how I'm playing champions in League of Legends and learning to get better as as I play. I'm going to point out mistakes I've made, things that I've done right, things I've done wrong, where I think I can improve, and basically just the general the flow of the game as I see it. My attempts at doing this is to showcase how I play champions and if I play them correctly. Maybe get some tips from you guys. That would be amazing. But we'll just have to see how this goes. So we start off here. We're playing Aatrox in the top lane. We're going against Tryndamere. Tryndamere brought PTA along with Ignite. And I've never played the Tryndamere lane before as Aatrox, so I'm not 100% sure. As you can see here, my team looks to go to invade, so I just decide to go with them, give them a little bit of a hand. I know that I'm going to get pushed out of level 2 early. That Tryndamere is going to get level 2 on me before I get to lane, but we blow a couple flashes here, so I'm going to call that worth. I'm trying to make a decision here whether or not I want to recall and teleport back or just walk back. I realize that Tryndamere doesn't have teleport, so I do have a typical advantage on him. But I don't want to waste my teleport just yet because I don't know what's going to happen in the lane. If Tryndamere decides to go super aggressive on me, then I'm gonna end up wasting a teleport early. So I just decide to walk back to lane. And going through mid like that, I saw that Lux was trying to go a little aggressive on Orianna, so I just moved in through the river brush. That way, I could just kind of back her off and show her, hey, I'm still here. All right, now we actually get into the meat of the laning phase. Now here, first of all, the first thing I've noticed, and the first thing that I honestly need to make sure of I need to be more careful about is my CSing. I knew I had my third Q up. And Tryndamere was really close, so I thought I could get that third strike on him and do a little bit of extra damage. Now here, tower farming is not my strong suit. It is something that I try to get good at, but it just takes practice. For those of you who are wondering, I am silver elo. I finished silver 5 this last season, and always looking to climb. Now here, I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to E in on Tryndamere like that. I was thinking I might be able to get a good EQ on him, but it didn't pan out, so I just backed it off. I'm going for light trades with Tryndamere because, like I said, once again, I don't know this matchup. I don't know how aggressive he's going to be. I don't know how aggressive he can afford to be, and I'm really afraid of the ignite pressure that he has. So I just try to farm it up as best I can. Get the good pokes in, the good trades with the electrocute procs. Now here, if I had Ignite, I could probably all in him, but like I said, I didn't bring Ignite with me. There's my, really crappy CSing skills. Now, once again, we've got a good trade. I've got a good trade potential on him, so I just take it and back off. He blows Ignite there. Why? I'm not sure. And then I get first blood here. But then I pay for it with a retaliation kill from Jax because I had already committed with my flash, so I was pretty much dead. I had already relegated myself to that, but I wanted to try to get as much damage down on him as possible. And you see what happens. There's a result of that. So lessons learned from that: farm better, watch trades, don't blow an unnecessary flash. Moving on, we're going to go Ghost Blade this game, so I grab 2 long swords, a control ward, another potion, and I'm good. I'm off to the races. Teleport back into lane so that I can maybe try to get the lane to reset on me. Wave management is another not one of my strong suits. And another issue that I have is, for some reason, I cancel autos. I cancel autos like crazy, and I don't know why. So Tryndamere is going to push the wave. It's pushed back to his tower, so he's going to push in. I'm going to drop my control ward and just walk right back around and get back in experience range. I've got vision in the brush there thanks to Olaf. And now I'm just going to sit here and farm, and I'm going to trade him when I can, like that. And then just back off, let it reset. Now the wave's going to push into him, which means he's going to eat a lot of eat some damage. from 3 casters, but he stays because he's got the built-in sustain with his Doran's Blade. Now that, I think, is a really good trade there. I burned his E, and I think he used Mocking Shout on me there. I'm not 100% sure. So once again, push that out. I'm going to go back because I know that control ward, or that ward's about to expire. I should have probably just dropped another one, but I was actually going to wait for it to expire before I go back in. Plus, I wanted the wave to reset back towards my side. I think this is a good spot right here to be. I've got a control ward in the tri-bush, so Jax can't try to flank me. And then I just... Tryndamere is, at that point, was MIA, so I figured he had backed. And I believe he actually did... No, he didn't back. My poor CSing skills at their finest again. Drop the ward, and then we are back to farming. I'm keeping the camera on the low side so that I can see the minion wave come up to his tower, and I can see the brush. I have a really bad tendency when I play of checking, of not paying attention to the minimap, and especially when I'm trying to focus on farming. So I keep the camera kind of low so that I can see that brush and I can see when Jax is coming. We've got our Dirk, we've got some boots, and we're headed back off into the control ward, and we're off to the races once again. Now, Olaf is right there. And I'm thinking Olaf is going to go in on Tryndamere, so I give him a quick warning. Trynd is 6, and he has Ignite up, so I want him to back off because Tryndamere can all-in him at that point and probably kill him. So I just wanted to kind of give Olaf a heads up so that he didn't try to go crazy on him. Now we've got a good potential on him. Olaf goes in before I'm ready. He doesn't ping, he doesn't do anything, he just goes. But he gets Tryndamere out of lane, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. I can sit back here and, well, make a vain attempt at CSing. At this point, I believe I have a CS lead on him. I can't remember exactly. I have to watch. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the other VOD. What I might do is I may pull the other VOD so that I can get a side-by-side comparison of what he's got, what I've got, just so I can see the matchup here. Now the wave's pushing back to him, and I have a hard time controlling the wave. I wanted to keep it where I was at, so I was hoping if I just cleared it, it would push back to him, and then he would push it back out, and we should be good. I was looking at the minions, and yeah, well, I've got a severe minion advantage, so the wave's going to push back to him. Just decide we'll just go ahead and we'll just shove it out, and then sit back. Because he's going to have to tower farm either and miss some CS, or he's just going to have to, he's going to eat a lot of damage, which it looks like that's what he chooses to do. He chooses to just eat a bunch of minion aggro, but of course his Q keeps him sustained. A little bit of a trade. I see Jax coming, immediately back off, use my E to get out of range of his Q. And then I'm just going to stay right here. I'm going to stay right here for just a couple minutes. He disappears out of my fog of war, and then I see him again. So I decide I just want to get this. Basically, the only thing I really want to do is get that cannon, and I still missed it. And then back off again. And then we just kind of sit. And most of this laning is just trading. I get some really good trades off of him that forces him back, which is kind of nice. On hindsight, I feel as though when I played this lane, I could have played it a little bit more aggressively, because it doesn't seem like, Tryndamere's good. Don't get me wrong, this Trynd is really good, but I feel as though maybe I had a decided advantage in this lane over him if I just, went a little aggressive earlier. So we'll back up, we'll place the ward, and then we will continue with our farming. Let's see. So he's really low here, but I don't know where Jax is, so I'm not even going to make an attempt at engaging him. I see that he's looking to recall, so I'm just going to shove the wave out and recall at this point. I see Jax mid, and I think that was one of my biggest things right there is I want to try to get a little bit of damage down this tower, or I didn't want to get the damage. Wait, why? Oh, because I saw him mid, and then he started to head up. He started to head towards topside, so I thought he might be coming my way. And I know he's pretty strong at this point, so I just opted to back off, recall, finish up my Ghost Blade, and then, or not finish up my Ghost Blade, but work on my Ghost Blade, get Caulfields, and then head back to lane. I pushed the wave into the tower, so it's gonna deny him a bit of experience and a bit of minions, and it should push back to me by the time I get there. A lot of times I'll be talking during this point on my stream, so I'm not really focused on the game as I'm walking back to lane, which I know is a bad thing. Alright. As I get to lane, I notice that Trynd now has Tiamat, so he's going to naturally just shove the wave my way, which is a good thing for me, because it allows me to farm, and Aatrox can farm pretty decently with his 3 Qs. Okay, this is kind of interesting here. So here, he drops that ward, and I know he's going to try to come clear my control ward, but I get a good amount of damage down on him, and obviously I kind of win that trade because I got his ignite off of it. I don't think I needed to clear this out because I keep forgetting that it denies a regular trinket ward vision. So I don't think I really needed to clear that out, but then the wave pushes back to me, so I feel I'm in good shape. This is where I screw up. I made the biggest mistake of my life here. Well, not biggest mistake of my life, but in this game, I think, by doing what I'm about to do. I know that Trynd's low. I know his ignite is down. I still have my ultimate. So I decide to go in on him. Once I get that, I land that. Mocking Shout slows me down, so okay, fine, we'll close the wave. Or we'll just go ahead and clear the wave. And then, let's see. Yeah, here it comes. So I feel I still have a decided advantage at this point. So I decide, let's go. I miss my second Q there, but I get my third one. I pop his ult, and I'm thinking, oh god, I'm screwed. So he gets mine. And this is where I screwed up. I didn't realize that I had that much aggro on me. I wasn't focused. I was tunneled on Tryndamere. And then, but I got his flash. He got my flash. Unfortunately, he didn't die for it. I've got TP up at this point, so I can afford to hang around and wait once I die, or once I respawn, I think I can hold out until I get my my Ghost Blade back, because it's only 20 gold, so I just wait. Yeah, I thought if I had gotten that Q off on that minion wave before I died, I might have been able to sustain through that, but whatever. I screwed up. I know I screwed up. So the wave is in a pretty good spot right now. I'm going to go ahead and I think I opt to just walk back here. I thought I was going to teleport back. This game is still pretty fresh in my head, even though it happened a little over 12 and 13 hours ago. Alright, get back to lane. The wave is in a really good spot. But of course, my dumbass is going to go ahead and just sit there and just, hard push it. Trynd's AF is nowhere on the map. He should have been back by now, but I don't see him. So, and I don't have vision over there. I don't want to walk in. I don't want to face check that river brush. And then I see Jax, and I notice that his blue. He had just gotten his blue, so I knew he was. So he's topside. He's already got his red, so he's been bought. So now I just got to kick back. I don't know how strong he is. I don't know if I can fight him, especially without ulti. So I just opt to wait, let the wave push back to me, and then we just rinse repeat. ping the MIA because he's been gone for entirely too long. And then we'll drop a ward right there. Oh, yeah. Jax pops a plant, so I drop a ward. Clear that one out. And then I see that Jax is right there, so we'll just make a beeline back. Because once again, I don't know if I can fight him or not. I'm not going to take the chance. And then I see Tryndamere's back, so he must have AFK'd for a minute or two. One of the things that I think I need to get into the habit of doing is when I see a laner come back, is hitting tab and checking their items before I get in on a trade or engage. I see that Olaf's in trouble, so I go to help him. I'm thinking now at this point, Jax probably has the ability to kill me, but fortunately, Olaf recognizes it and comes back to save the day. And I still get the kill, so I've got blue buff and CDR. Olaf is really good in this point, in this regard, that he immediately heads to top to try to clear for me. I've got teleport, so I'll just teleport back into lane. Bot is doing fairly great, and they got first tower, which is kind of nice. Most of this lane between Tryndamere and me just basically boiled down to farm. Like we just farm back and forth, traded a little bit, and rinse repeat. So once again, farming now. I think I've got an item advantage over him, but I'm still not going to take any chance because he's got ult and he's got TP, or he's got ignite. So I'm just going to back up. I'm going to let him push the wave naturally, or push the wave automatically with his Tiamat. I think I'm out of experience range here, which was a mistake on my part. And then I see him move down the brush towards mid. So I'm thinking I have an opportunity here. So I go ahead and I'm just going to hard shove the wave, and I'm going to try to get some damage down on that tower because I haven't really put any to begin with. Ping the MIA. And then I see him right there. It's like, okay, this is my chance. I'm going to go get this tower. They're threatening T2 mid, which kind of sucks. But I want to get T1 tower just to kind of even the score a little bit because we've got 2 towers. They've almost got 2 towers. They actually didn't get mid, which kind of threw me for a loop. I could have sworn they would. I see Jax's bot. Tryndamere is not anywhere to be found, so I'm kind of freaking out here. But I'm already committed to taking this tower without vision, so I'm just going to keep going. I could have put a vision in, or put a ward in the try, and put a ward in the side brush before I advanced on that tower. Blew my flash there. That was a mistake. I'm thinking I can sustain. I'm thinking I can get out of this because I have my ult in like 2 seconds. So I'm thinking, oh god, and then I can't get it off because I get the stun from Nautilus. Prevents me from getting getting my ult off. So we're up 2 towers. And they are up now 2 towers. We're even in towers at this point because they've got T1 mid and we've got both T1. Or we've got T1 bot, T1 top. They've got T1 mid, and that's it. I look at CS. Yeah, he's got an advantage over me CS wise, but we're still pretty even at this point, in my opinion. I see some action happening mid, but I also see that a wave's about to crash into my tower. So I'm going to go and I'm going to clear this out first. And then head back to mid to try to help where I can, if I can. I have ult, I have Ghost Blade, I have everything up, with the exception of my sums. And then I'm just kind of going here. The biggest problem that I saw with this lane is Lux just got to farm. Like, Ori was, I don't know what Ori was doing, but she really just got to farm. So they have an impressive amount of wave clear. We could not siege this tower to save our lives. So I see Tryndamere going bot. I immediately head down that way to assist. I see Olaf is trying to flank, trying to get ahead of him, but they get the tower before I get there, before Olaf gets there. I see the kill potential on Tryndamere at this point, so I just go ahead and go all in with him. Olaf is right there, and boom. Maybe I didn't need to blow my ult there, but I would rather be safe than sorry. Wave is starting to stack in their favor on the bot side, so I'm going to go clear this out before I actually recall. And of course, I miss a cannon again. Alright, I've got Phage. I've almost got all of my Black Cleaver. I feel like I'm in a really good spot here. Team fight wise. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. Only the pros can and experts can judge that. But I feel I'm in a decent enough spot that we can try to make something happen here. Ult goes on Soraka. And they immediately back off when they see me. I'm not sure why. They should have known that I didn't have ult. Good hook by Nautilus. Then I get a good knock-up, and then he backs off once again immediately. Nautilus almost seems to be afraid to engage with me around. Like, he thinks that I am just going to absolutely wreck his day. Then I see Tryndamere. Get a great 3-man knock-up on my last Q there, and then I realize that Jax is Ori's in trouble, so I just turn on Jax. Jax made the mistake of getting caught out there. I'm thinking we have enough to push, and then I realize we don't, because, once again, we've got a Jhin who has decent wave clear, and we pull back, and then there's Lux right there, who, can just blast waves with her E. Drake's up. No one's helping Olaf, which is a dangerous situation, even though Jax has 10 seconds up. So I'm just going to go help him get that. And then I see that there is a wave pushing in the bot lane. Oh, no, I do recall there. Oh, that's right, because I realize that it's pushing our direction. Recall. Tryndamere is trying to siege. I see Tryndamere moving back up top, so I'm going to try to match him as best I can. He's 1 and 2. He's got an advantage over me at this point because of his Shiv. He's got a lot more wave clear. But then he disappears. And I'm thinking, okay, where did he go? He had to have been going back down mid, so a quick shove out of this, get rid of this wave, and back down I go. Now, I think that there's trouble here. I have a feeling that I see Jax trying to flank, so I pop Ghost Blade, and I don't know if that was a smart play or not. It gets me in position faster, but then Caitlyn got caught out here, and Tryndamere gets another kill. And then we immediately disengage because we don't want to get it. We don't want to get into that situation because Tryndamere and Jax together is kind of evil. Just a quick wave clear. I'm not looking to make anything crazy happen here. I've got Cleaver, so I recall. And the next item I'm going to go for is Sterax here because I think I need it to sustain through some of their damage. Still moving. I see Jax. I don't know if he's got where he's headed, so I throw a ward right here. He sees it. When I looked over the client VOD, it turns out that he had put a ward there as well, so he knew where I was, and he immediately backed off. Clear that wave, come back down because once again Jhin and Lux are trying to siege up mid. I see that Tryndamere's bot side, Jax is right there. He immediately backs off when he sees me again, and so we just keep going like this. This actually it goes like this for quite some time. Me going top, clearing a wave, backing off, coming back. We clear out mid. I see something going down, and I try to help with it. Like, for example, here, I see that Olaf is in trouble. There's Jax and Tryndamere. So I just teleport to the tower, Max jacks off because they realize I'm coming. I said bye in chat locally because I said that basically to Olaf, as in, yeah, they saw me coming and backed off, and I don't think I'm that strong at this point, honestly. Now, this is where I really screwed up. I flashed in, and I missed absolutely everything. That was a huge mistake on my part. I'm 4-3. I've got to decide. I've got a good CS lead, and boom, shut down. And we lose tower for that. Oh, wait, no, we don't lose tower. Tryndamere decides he's going to be crazy and dive. I guess one of the best things that happened about that is even though I died, Ori got a nice shockwave off that grabbed 4 of them at least, but she couldn't follow up on it. I mean, it could have been worse, but it worked. They didn't get the tower. Unfortunately, they did get Soraka and me. So we traded 2 for none there, or 2 for 1 there. Oh, no, 2 for 2. Jax died also. Could have bought a control ward here. Didn't. I see Nautilus is top. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to go try to do something in the bot lane. Because I do see that they're starting to stack a little bit. And that's some juicy CS that I want. I throw a ward, or I check that brush just to make sure there's no control ward there. And then immediately head up. Oh no, I'm going to keep pushing this. Ward there. And then I see Tryndamere. I think I can take Tryndamere at this point, but I'm not going to take any chances, so I'm just going to back off. Because I have ult. And, you know, I have everything I need. Then I see that mid is starting to get into a little bit of a tiff. Tryndamere disappears after he clears that wave, so I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to grab this wave here, grab this cannon minion, and then I'm going to head right back up. Tryndamere clears the pink out that I put earlier. And I just decide I'm not going to chance it. Head back around. Then I see that he's there. My pathing sucks, I know. Alright, so they're in trouble here. So it's time for me to get involved again. Back in we go. Ori's in trouble. Then I see Lux. And nothing happening, so right back down to bot lane I go. I ping Drake. Olaf recognizes it, and he's going to come and join me. I could have started it early, but I want to wait for him because he's got a sweeper, and he can clear this out. He drops a pink there. I realize I'm good for me not starting it. They're busy mid, so there's no way they can contest this Drake, so we get a free Infernal there. And that was a free Infernal because we didn't have anything. We didn't lose anything or anybody for it. Back into the wave clear game. I see that Lux got a binding on Soraka, so I move up. I don't want her to try to make any engages. So I think my early game to my mid game is pretty decent. I know there's a lot of stuff that I can do. This is where I tell it. They say we're way too passive when we're 5v5. I was like, well, they have so much wave clear. There's not a whole lot we can do. Oh yeah, here we go. Great hook onto what's his name? I immediately move to Jhin, and then he gets me there, but I get him here, so. Unfortunately, I think, yeah, Kate dies for it, but we clean this up pretty decently. I'm going to go protect Soraka. And then she backs around the other way. I'm not sure what I should have done there. I should have probably just followed Soraka to make sure that she stays alive. But we got the wave clear that we needed. Lux is by herself at this point. So she wave clears. Why Nautilus hooked like that, I'm not 100% sure. Got his flash for it, which is kind of nice. And then we just keep going on this. And I think we're finally able to get a tower here. Get this mid tower. because it's just Soraka at this point, and I've got a pretty decent amount of damage that I can lay down on this tower, so I'm just going to keep smacking it while Soraka's trying to get some, some Q poke off. So, good here. Time to go back for Jerem's Fist and start collecting that extra health. Let's see. I'm trying to think what happens next here. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yeah, so we got Jerem's Fist, Pickaxe, back to it once again. I probably could have sold my D-Shield here and gotten a control ward, but I like the little bit of sustain that I get off the Doran Shield. Soraka's pinging Baron, and they're off the map except for Tryndamere, so that's always a concern. But a quick pop of the vision plant shows that there's nobody there. Drop a ward down. They drop a ward down on it, and I go back to farming because nothing's happening right now. I have teleport up, and I feel that I can use it if I need to. So as I'm moving into, I see that they're all bot lane at this point. Every single one of them are bot lane. So I think, okay, well, I've got a free shot on this top lane tower here. So I'm just going to shove it. And then they disappear off the map. I think they realize what I'm doing, and they start to back off. Lux is staying mid. She has not left mid lane once this entire game. Literally just never. Jax is there. I feel like I might be in trouble here, so I just go ahead and I just all in him and, well, I kill him. So at this point, I know I can 1v1 Jax. So now that he's down, I see that they're all around Drake except for Lux. And I'm thinking, crap, well, nope, time to go back again. Go ahead and do some more wave clear. And we keep going. Nautilus looks like he might be getting hurt. So I kind of end around a little bit just to try to block him off, but they end up killing him. Somebody pings blue, if I remember correctly. So I just go ahead and try to leash it for whoever. I think it's for Soraka. Oh no, Caitlyn takes it. Now we've got a clear shot on this mid tower. We've got minions pushing up. Once again, it's just Soraka. I don't know where everyone else is at. She wave clears with her ult, and that kind of ends that push right away. I see Olaf is down pushing bot. I'm going to let him do his thing because they're starting to stack mid. So I'm going to come back around. Jax is going to go up. He's going to check for his blue, realize it's not there. I see him trying to come around for a flank, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, nope, you're done, dude. Get that nice little stun, and he is not dead. Oh, no, I kill him. So then we keep going here. I move in front to protect my squishies from Jhin ult. So that's Jhin ult down. Jax is down. Nautilus is bot. So Olaf, I don't know why he was doing that, but it pushed Lux off the tower long enough for us to get it. I just stayed on it. I got Nautilus ult. It did absolutely nothing to me. And yes, you're going to see level up too. I have a really bad habit of not leveling when I'm paying attention to the game action. That's another thing I need to I need to work on. From here on out, it's pretty standard. We play the dragons because they can't contest him at this point. Olaf is insanely fed. I think he's like 10-0 right now. And then I see that Tryndamere's trying to get a flank, so I want to hurry and finish this up as much as possible. Quickly get on it and run. Caitlyn dies yet again. But that's Tryndamere for you. I decide to ignore Tryndamere here because he'll come back when he realizes we're fighting, and which he does. And get his ult. And then, and I missed that so badly, but Olaf is able to finish it off. We should Baron here. I honestly feel we should have Baroned here. Olaf is strong enough with me and Orianna that we could probably take it as 3. Or as 4. But they decide not to, so I recall, go ahead and finish Sterak's, and then I'm going to work on my GA at this point. We're going to try to close out this game. Mid's pushing. They're going to take mid. I'm going to go top, I think, at this point. I make the decision that I am going to teleport down because I know that tower was low because it was low when I was there earlier. So I just make the decision to teleport to it, get some quick wave clear. They're talking about recalling and resetting. So I have a feeling that they're coming for me. So yeah, Jax is standing right there. So I just back off because if Jax is there, then chances are Tryndamere may be there, and I don't want to take that risk. Recall. I probably could have stayed. Now that I think about it, I probably should have stayed. Yeah, especially now because then I look and I see that Tryndamere is bot lane. I'm like, oh crap. Could have gotten a tower for nothing because Jax can't fight me at this point. So then we just decide, we're going to do the whole mid lane shuffle again thing again. I see him clear the ward, so I immediately go and drop one right back there. Lux misses all of her skill shots again. Soraka clearing. We just, and then we just kind of siege this up a little bit. I see that Tryndamere is bot, and Ori pings the tower, so I opt to go with her, while the rest of them go mid. But as soon as we get there, of course, he's not there. So Ori goes to clear the wave. I go to look for Tryndamere because I really didn't want Ori to try to get into a tussle with Trim. And then I'll escort the wave down. I think I take one more wave, and then I go back with the team. We'll double check that here. I can't remember what it is I do here. Yeah. I take that wave. Kate goes down again, and that's one of the bad things about their comp. They have three ways to get on to our backline, so I probably should have stayed with the team a little bit more instead of just trying to clear those waves. I know that mid's in trouble at this point, so yeah, I come back, obviously. Lux actually hits a skill shot there, but we have enough wave clear at this point that we can just, do basically the same thing they've been doing mid this whole time. This kind of freaked me out right there. I said, okay, oh hell no, you are not getting on my my Ori. And we get a flash out of it. Unfortunately, I think I am able to get him here. And then he decides to run off the other way. I start to chase him, and then I realize, you know what, it's not worth it. So I'll just turn and I'll back off. Because we have a good opportunity to get this mid inhib tower. Once again, the Lux ult wave clear. She's almost out of mana, so I know that we can probably make a play on this. So I just move up forward. Make sure to dodge the skill shot, because that's all she has left in her. Tryndamere's there. So we just back it off once again. I think... Oh, yeah. They move on to Ori, because Ori gets caught out of position. This is actually a really good fight for us here. We get two of their biggest threats in one shot. Which is really nice. We get rid of their super tank, and then we are able to effectively get this tower at this point because they really have no way of defending it. Lux is Jin's wave clear is okay, but our damage is bigger. And then Jax comes back, and I'm not sure what he was thinking, trying to flank like that with Olaf back there. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna pound on the tower or the inhib. We'll just stay in that. Then I realize, oh hey, there's a free Lux. Get the inhib, and we are out. Although Caitlyn elects to stay, which I never understood that. I never understood why AD carries do that. They see the tanks back off after we get an inhib, and they stay and say, oh, we're going to get more. I ping Elder, and it's going to be basically me and Olaf again. Olaf is thinking it might be a bad idea But Jax is down. Tryndamere and everyone, Tryndamere's bot. The other two are busy trying to clear the wave. But Soraka's got redemption. So basically it's just me and Olaf sitting here, and then Caitlyn joins in. We get Elder. Tryndamere tries to make a risky play and, well, gets blown up for it. I think he popped his ult before his GA popped, because his ult was really low cooldown at that point. And then we finally are able to get rid of Jhin. We've got Elder. Don't need Baron at this point, I think, so we just make the option to push to end. Nice little kick on to Lux, and we'll get rid of her. And then we just push up, and I think this is where we end. I'm leery about Jax, so I'm going to wait until we get this tower first. We clear the tower, and then I just sit, and rather than try to pad my KD at this point, I just, wail on the tower. So things I took away from this, basically, just to make sure that you, make sure I'm warding better. I want to make sure that I am doing, making sure that waves are pushed out. Obviously, don't blow flash on stupid occasions. And things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. The videos will get better as time progresses. This is my first time editing this through. Hopefully, things will be a lot better next time. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comments section below. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will be trying to post these on a daily basis, maybe. So we'll just have to see how that goes. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See ya.